Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to Elena's Bar Low Impact Full Body Workouts. For those of you who are new here to my channel, hi and welcome. My name is Elena, and today, guys, I was inspired to make this short video and to tell you how to practice squats, plies, and also yogic squat in a safe way. Because I recently posted an IG story where I was telling you that, look, I see a lot of fitness instructors showing to you what they are capable of, and they're capable to go very deep into their knees below 90 degrees. It's a no-no for those of you who have knee injuries. It's a no-no for those of you who have knee pain. And look, if you actually care about your fitness practice and your fitness safety, I personally think that you should avoid going below 90 degrees because it doesn't make your practice worse. In fact, it can improve your muscular activation because you're not going to rely on your joints to carry yourself. And let's be honest, guys, most people are not going to have the dancer's body. They will default into relying on their knee joints instead of activating the muscles appropriately to be able to hold themselves in these low positions. And look, I've attended ballet classes before, and sometimes it's not even taught in ballet that you were supposed to actually hold yourselves with your muscles. It depends on how lucky you are with your ballet instructor. Obviously, a good fitness instructor is going to tell you that, look, no, you shouldn't be going too low because you haven't developed those muscles yet, right? And it takes years. In some cases, it takes decades to build up those muscles. It depends on how consistent you are with your practice and also on many other factors, guys. So in this video, I decided to summarize a few ideas for you and provide you with the safe modifications that you can apply in your fitness practice while you're watching maybe some other fitness instructors showing off what they're capable of, so that you can adjust this practice to your needs and to your physical capabilities and don't hurt your knee joints. Because if you happen to hurt them, guys, it sucks to be you, honestly, because in a few years, in a few decades, your knees will remind you of that injury that happened to you, and it can be very accumulating. So you may not realize that you've hurt yourself until after a few years have passed, okay? This is how it happened to me. I was practicing ballet, and then I started running many years later, and then boom, I happened to hurt my knee severely that I couldn't run anymore. I had to stop jogging. And look, there are safer forms of fitness than running and then doing ballet. And don't get me wrong, I love ballet. I love watching it, but the amount of pressure, the amount of load that people are going through during ballet practice is just incredible. Okay, so let's modify it and make it safe for those people who want to stay fit and healthy and who might have already injured their knees and who might have some knee pain. First of all, guys, make sure that your knees always are supported by your ankles. Okay, so if you are in a plie, you keep your knees right above your ankles, and notice here they are tracking the directions of the big toes. Okay, so wherever the big toes are facing, the knees are facing their direction. It's for the safety of the knee joint. Okay, and here watch your posture, keep your neutral spine so you are not leaning forward, okay, to activate your glutes, your inner thighs, your quadriceps. And you can do little pulses, okay? Even if you get a little deeper in this one, it's not going to be as bad. I mean, you still can feel a lot of pressure coming on your knee joints, but it's not going to be as horrible as, for example, in the first position in ballet where the heels are touching toes apart and you try to get into this one. I typically go only here. I already feel the activation. If you're doing everything the right way, if you are activating the right muscles, the glutes, the inner thighs, right, the quadriceps, you're going to feel it. You don't need to go too deep. But in ballet, people go like this. And then if you sink into your knees and then, you have to lift yourself up. If you're not using the right muscles there, you can seriously hurt yourself. You can hurt your knees, and it usually takes a consistent amount of practice to really feel the damage. Okay, it may not be right away. Okay. So the next one is the squat. Squat is very common in many fitness activities, guys. So keep your feet hip width apart, okay, and sinking deeper into your hips here. Again, keeping the knees in line with the ankles, not over your toes, please, okay? So especially when you are walking with the weights, this will put more load on your knees, so keep them supported in line with your ankles, tracking the directions of the big toes, okay? Activating the abdominals. Good, and then you can do your upper body workout if you want. You can even shift to one leg, but again, checking the balance here, keeping the knee in line with the ankle here, okay? So whatever you do, don't go below 90 degrees, guys, because if you do what typically happens, many fitness instructors, they can get into it with a tremendous amount of weight, but they also lean forward with the knees. They might even lift their heels off the floor when they come down, okay? So this is not safe for your knee joints, especially when you go like this. I'm just showing it for educational purposes. Don't do it, okay? This is just too much. I'm already feeling it. My knees get tired, okay? And then the next one that I saw today that Luke Perry sent to me was the girl. She was trying to get like, you know, into a yogic squat. Okay, to get into a yogic squat, guys, same principle. If you come from standing down, this puts a lot of pressure on your knees, just as much as when you try to lift yourself up from this position, okay? Same thing. If you can help it, you don't stand up from here, you know, like you don't go straight up, okay? You can either come like here, you're here, you sit down, okay, you do something else, and then like slowly, gently, you lift yourself up, okay? So I recommend you to get into a squat, which is a very good position here, a yogic squat, from seated position. So you can do windshield wipers, you know, or some other seated poses, and when you're already seated, it's not a big deal, okay? It's not a big movement for your joints to handle, so you can get into this one safely. And then you can support yourself with a wall behind you. You can place a yoga block under your hips here. This feels good. If some of you are lacking the inner thigh flexibility and also the hip flexibility, that's a good modification here, and support your back, okay? Support your hips behind with the wall. Again, eventually, as you keep progressing, you can come down, okay? You can wiggle around, lengthening your spine. This pose is great. I love the yogic squat. It's good for your digestive system. Like if you ate something that doesn't quite agree with you, it's an awesome pose, okay? And yeah, be very careful what you do with your joints, how you get into the poses and how you get out of the poses, because this will determine the level of possible injury, okay? Remember that in yoga, it's very important to come safely into the poses and also come out safely from these poses, okay? So I hope that this video helps to some of you to clear out some doubts and provide you with very good modifications. You don't need to go below 90 degrees, and please always watch that your knees stay in line with your ankles, tracking the directions of the big toes. So if the toes are turned out from the hips, right? In the first position, the knees are going to face out. Okay, if the toes are facing forward in front of you, the knees are going to face forward. Okay, this is why I'm not a big fan of high intensity workouts. I'm not a big fan of fast-paced workouts like Zumba. I love Zumba, guys. I love dancing. Okay. What else? High intensity, high impact workout, HIIT. Because when you move very fast, it's very easy to hurt yourself, because you are not watching your posture and you are not watching your alignment. It's impossible. It moves so fast. So be very careful with those activities. I highly recommend you to maybe slow down sometimes and adjust your posture, adjust your alignment. Practice low impact full body workouts that I'm teaching you here on my channel, because I'm all about safety. I want you to be able to practice these activities throughout your life so that you can adjust them, you can play with them. We do some cardio work during bar practice, and bar is a safer workout out of all of the higher intensity workouts out there. It can be pretty intense actually. If you increase the beat per minute and if you do it faster, yeah, you get a great cardio workout, but it's definitely much safer for your joints than running and then doing the HIIT or even ballet. Because look, I've heard a lot of ballet dancers, and I used to practice ballet before. A lot of dancers were saying that eventually your body just runs out. You can't maintain the same practice because it gets really harsh on your joints. So guys, the purpose of this video is to educate you and to tell you that look, there are safer alternatives, and you can get a full body workout with less unnecessary and unsafe pressure on your knee joints in particular. Okay, so be very careful, be very mindful. Join us for full body workouts. We have a lot of fun. If you have any other fitness related questions, let me know. Okay, I'll be happy to do these little tutorials for you. Yeah, send me some examples of what you see on social media. I usually know because I can see that too. But if you have specific question about a specific pose, maybe reach out. Okay, I'm on Instagram. You can share those stories with me on Instagram. Tell me what you think about this type of videos in the comments, if you like them or not. And I'll try to make this type of content for you as well. Please like, share, and subscribe. As always, it helps. And join us for regular workouts. I have more classes for you on my Patreon if you want to support the channel, and also if you feel like you will stay more consistent with the monthly subscription, you can subscribe for the monthly membership on my Patreon. The link is in the description box. And I'll see you soon. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.